Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks so much for tuning into my channel. It's your girl, Britt Johnson. You can follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, join my notification gang to get updates whenever I post something, and yeah, all that fun stuff. So today, yes, I'm still drained. If you guys watched my video yesterday, it has been a draining week, and I am even more drained now because of a IG post from one of my he was one of my favorite defensive players ever to play in the game, Brian Urlacher. Everybody knows Brian Urlacher. Brian Urlacher is an 8-time Pro Bowler. He, in 2018, was inducted into the NFL Pro Football Hall of Fame. The first year he was eligible, so he was a first ballot. And, yeah, I mean, he was NFL Defensive Player of the Year. Yes, he never won a Super Bowl, but he did play in, I believe, the most historical playoff or Super Bowl in NFL history. Tony Dungy against Lovie Smith. It was the first time in NFL history that two black head coaches were playing against each other in the Super Bowl. Obviously, we all know the Colts went on to win that. But yeah, so he posted something on his social media yesterday. I'm just going to read it. It is now deleted off of his social media, but at the time that I read it, it was already up for about 8 or 9 hours at that time. So he didn't just post and delete it. It was up for a while. So he posted this. It said Brett Favre played the Monday Night Football game the day his dad died, threw 4 touchdowns in the first half, and was a legend for playing in the face of adversity. NBA players boycott the playoffs because a dude reaching for a knife, wanted on a felony sexual assault warrant, was shot by police. I can't even begin to tell you how weird that is that he is comparing the death of a parent to the racial and injustices and police brutality in this country. That is something that is affecting black people all over this country. That is totally different than somebody's parent passing away. Yes, it sucks and it hurts when someone's parent died. My mom died when I was 13 years old. But that in no way comes close to a movement, a battle for equality that we are fighting right now. So that to even compare those, that's not an analogy. You can't compare those. It's not even apples and oranges. It's like an orange and a freaking piece of meat or something. They're like totally different, like not even in the same realm, same food group at all. And I was really confused because Brian Urlacher has a black son. His son is black. His biological son, so meaning he had intercourse with a black woman and had a mixed child. His son is black. His daughter is gay or a lesbian, and he literally is team. Not only is he this, I did some diving because I was always a fan of Brian Urlacher. During the time of his, when he was playing in the NFL, he had like the 3rd highest jersey sales just behind Brett Favre and Michael Vick. So he was the most famous defensive player during that time. So he was not just a bear. People in the Bears liked. He was liked among many people. All his teammates. I actually spoke with one of his former teammates just a couple hours ago, and he was telling me that he is floored. He never would have expected that Brian Urlacher would say something like this. His teammate is black, and he doesn't understand it. Like, he literally thought he was hacked for a second. Like, he did not believe that Brian Urlacher would say this. Everybody that I've talked to, and just across the board, he's always been known for his great character, and then obviously his athletic ability and stuff like that. So to come into what he said yesterday honestly surprised a lot of people. There's a lot of people, when they say certain stuff, you're just like, yeah, he would say something like that. Brian Urlacher, I did not get those vibes at all. And then I ended up obviously looking through his social media and stuff like that. And he not only just follows Donald Trump, but he follows the whole clan. Like any Team Trump pages, the daughter, the sister, the brother, like everybody. He follows all the Trumps. He follows Tommy Lauren. But then it's weird because then he also follows all his black former teammates. So it's so, I feel like he's so confused or something. But this was just not cool at all. I know Matt Forte had posted something. I'm not going to read his post, but you can go to Twitter, his Twitter account. But he was the former running back for the Bears at the time that Brian Urlacher was there. And he just said that he lacked empathy, compassion, wisdom, and basic coherence, which I think is true. Like, how do you have all of this? I don't know, like you're around these guys and you are not just around them, but a very likable guy. And then you get to this point and say something that is so like off key and like, honestly, I think this was even worse than what like Drew Brees said about disrespecting the flag and his grandparents fought for the flag. I think this is like a level up from that. And Brian Urlacher, did you not see what happened to Drew Brees when he said it like that? And he said that actually in an interview, you had time to write this out and think about it. And that is really your beliefs, which really, really, honestly, it hurts. But I think, I've always said this, I don't think that America is more racist now than it has been. I just think that now it's okay to be racist. And that's what Trump brought during his administration. He was able to expose, along with himself, all the racist people, and they feel comfortable being racist now. And personally, I would much rather know who my enemies are than not, you know, like I would like to know if you do not like me. I've told you guys before, I found out more than a handful of my family members are racist, and I'm like, hello, I'm your niece and I'm black, and you cannot say you love me and then be racist to other black people. It just does not work like that. I'm going to have black children. My husband is more than likely going to be black, and I'm not okay with your feelings towards black people in this country. So we are no longer family, and I have cut ties with more than a handful of people in my family because of it. Obviously, if you guys don't know, I'm half black, half white. And my mom would be turning over in her grave if she knew that her siblings and whatever the case are feel this kind of way still in 2020. So, yeah, it's sad. But again, I guess better late than never. We realize now that he is racist, and I've lost so much respect for him as a player. It's very unfortunate. But again, I would much rather know how many enemies I have surrounding me, and knowing, so I know how to fight and how to come to this war, because this is a war on race now. We need to, and not black versus white. It's just racist people versus everybody. I want to make that very clear. And there are a lot of racist people, and it's really sad. And at some, I always believe people can change, and they can become better. But it's hard. It's really, really hard. And sometimes it's just exhausting, And everything that I do, I know it's not going to personally affect my personal life, and I'm already going to be tarnished by what I was tarnished by and whatever. But this fight is obviously for the next generation. It's for my kids, so they don't have to go through the same stuff that we are going through right now. So, Brian Urlacher, I hate to see it, but I hope my friend that I spoke to that played with you, he said he's been thinking about reaching out to you. I hope he does. I hope you have conversations with other people as well, and you do learn to have some empathy. And a pastor that I follow said this yesterday, it's okay for you to not all the way understand or have a different reality than some people, but you need to understand other people's reality. Just because that's not your reality, and because you don't suffer or have to deal with police brutality, don't negate the fact that it is other people's reality. Don't be blind to that. So I pray for you, honestly. I pray that you become empathetic and you start understanding, especially for your own son's sake. You have a son that is black, and he is black in America. Doesn't matter how you look at him. To America and to police officers, he's a black man. So I hope that you understand that and you learn that very quickly. But yeah, that is it for today. And again, another somber one. I'm sorry, guys, but it's just the time right now, and I just really wanted to speak on this. So let me know what you guys think about Brian Urlacher's statement in my comments below. Don't forget to like this video, click subscribe, share with your friends, and join the notification gang. And again, follow me on all social media at I am Britt Johnson. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.